Oh, don't mind me. I'm just drinking from the Chadwick Boseman Fountain of Youth. I'm trying, guys. I got these wrinkles on my head. It's, white people problems, you know. What's going on, guys? James here, and I'm gonna keep it real with you. 21 Bridges. It's probably could use less bridges. No, but seriously, it's not that great. I'll explain all of that and more with the review to come, but if this is your first time here at the channel, welcome to Real James. Now, if you're wondering who that is, that's me, and I absolutely love talking about movies, so each and every week I drop a new video you're not gonna wanna miss out. Go ahead and hit the big red button below and subscribe to the channel. Also, tap the bell because it'll keep you notified every time I drop something new. Don't forget to like this video, and in the comments below, let me know what your favorite cop movie is. Alright guys, so let's dive right into 21 Bridges starring Chadwick Boseman. I'm gonna take one more sip of the Fountain of Youth. Be right back, hold on. So as I've mentioned plenty of times in this video already, Chadwick Boseman plays Detective Andre Davis of the NYPD. He's assigned to multiple homicide investigations, and he's got a trigger finger. He's killed about like 4 or 5 cop killers, so he's under a big microscope from internal affairs. Now as that's going on, Detective Andre Davis is called to the scene of 8 cops that were unfortunately killed in a drug deal gone bad. As he's investigating this case, there seems to be a little bit more than meets the eye. Now Detective Andre Davis has to figure out, does he want to represent his friends in blue or find the truth? See, me talking to you guys about that actually sounds really decent. And I'm not gonna lie, there are some redeeming factors in this movie, so let's start off with what I liked about 21 Bridges. Chadwick Boseman. He's literally the best part of this entire film. He goes from good to great, and I really do buy him as this tough and rugged cop. I like that director Brian Kirk gave his character some backstory. We learned that Andre Davis's father was killed by a ton of gunmen, so Andre wants to grow up and be a detective as well, and kind of like avenge his father by bringing justice to those who don't have a voice. So the premise sounds really good. Then couple him alongside Stephan James, and if you don't know who that is, you need to see If Beale Street Could Talk. But in this movie, he plays Trujillo, and this guy is kind of got caught up in a little bit of a bad mess because he's a good person, but he's just making bad decisions, if that makes sense. And both of them together on screen when they have these tense standoffs, it really is pretty gripping. And I was into the movie, but it's everything before that that worried me. I'll just say one more thing. I think the story does get a little bit better as it goes on. The thing is though, it was really in the hole before it got to that point. Okay, so let's talk about what I didn't like about 21 Bridges. And if you haven't noticed, there's like a frowny face there. It's not that good. So the movie is a very generic cop drama, and let me tell you guys, it's so by the numbers that by the end of the film I understood that I watched one of the more forgettable movies of the year. There were some audience members around me that really bought into some of these twists and turns of the storyline, but for me it was so predictable. I knew exactly where this movie was going, but that's because I've seen this film before, just with a different title. Director Brian Kirk didn't do the greatest job at really separating this film from so many others in this genre of movies. Cop films have the potential to be so gripping, high intensity, but in this movie it felt really lackluster, especially towards the middle of the film where it just dragged and dragged. I mean, not even actors Sienna and J.K. Simmons, who I absolutely love, could save this film. The screenplay did not cater to the acting abilities of its cast outside of Chadwick Boseman and Stephan James, and that's really a shame. And then I remembered that 21 Bridges was delayed twice, from July all the way till now, and this is the end product? Man, this could have been so much better, guys. So overall, 21 Bridges is forgettable. I mean, the predictability worked way against this film, and Chadwick Boseman really is the only silver lining here. Him and Stephan James bring good performances, but it's everyone around him that's just not good. Now, I can't blame J.K. Simmons and Sienna too much, but come on. The script and everything else should have been a bit more refined after being delayed from July. And then you're going up against movies like Frozen 2? This ain't it. Alrighty guys, so that's my take on 21 Bridges. If you enjoyed everything I just said and everything you just saw, go ahead and subscribe to the channel below by hitting the big red button and the bell right next to it. Like this video and don't forget to share it with all your friends. Also, in the comments below, let me know what you think of the film when you see it. Before I sign out, I just want to say a huge thank you to each and every subscriber here at the channel because guys, we're doing numbers that I haven't seen before. That's awesome. Alrighty guys, so until next time, I'll catch you at the next screening. I'm looking at that Fountain of Youth.